What's going on, guys? Drive here. I got a brand new video here today, and today we will be doing a review video between the Xbox One Elite controller and the Scuf Infinity 1 controller, and seeing which one is better.
And I can't wait so we can break apart to hear me if I seem a little unimpressed with this, an antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, between these two controllers, there is no better one. I hate to spoil it to you, but there is no better one. They're all different in their own ways. They have all unique features, and some people may like the Xbox One Elite controller, but not like the Scuf Infinity 1. But some people really like the Scuf Infinity 1, but not like this. But that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to talk about the differences. So we're going to talk about everything about these controllers, these two differences. So let's talk about the joysticks. Now with the Xbox One analog sticks, you can change them out if you wanted to. You can something about this controller that is that it's all magnetic. So you can take the joysticks out like I just did right here. I have two joysticks. With the Xbox One Elite controller, like I said, it comes in one price, and that one price, it comes with a card case right here. If you've seen my last video, you would know. I talked about this. It comes with joysticks, and it comes with a D-pad, and it has the paddle placement that you can put it in like on the back. But like I said, I talked about this in my other video, so if you want to watch that, go watch it. But with the analog sticks, it's all magnetic, like I just said, and you can just slap them on just like that. Super easy, and boom, just like that. Now I have dome sticks, as you guys can see that, which is pretty cool. And if I don't want dome sticks anymore, literally just take them out and you place it back in. It's pretty nice. And if I didn't want these short concave sticks, they also have long concave sticks, so you just put them on whatever side you want, and boom, you have a long concave analog stick, which is pretty nice. Now, I don't personally use a long analog stick, but it's good to have just in case, you never know. Now, let's talk about the D-pad. So the Scuf controller, when you customize on the website, you can customize the color of the D-pad. You could also have like a circular, kind of like this D-pad on the Elite controller, but not concave, it's just more of a circular. You can put that on the D-pad, you can buy it, but I didn't buy it. I was not too big a fan of it. I didn't really think I would like it, so I didn't get it. And I wanted a black D-pad, just the basic, just wanted an all black controller. And the Xbox One, it came with this circular D-pad, and I didn't think I would like it, but I actually really do like this D-pad a lot. Like, it feels really nice. It's easy to hit the buttons. And also, the Xbox One Elite controller comes with a D-pad. Just in case you don't like the circular, it comes with a regular D-pad, just like that. So it's all magnetic, like I just said. So you just slap it in any way you want, and boom, like that. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool feature, that the Elite controller has. But like I said, some people might like that, Let's talk about the buttons now. The buttons, the A, B, X, and Y, as you can see, they're all, colored for me, and that's how I got it. You could get it any color you want. You can have it all blacked out if you want. Like I said, with the Elite controller, there's no customization. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. I should probably stop saying that, but it's all blacked out. I like the blacked out, in my opinion. It looks cool. So I didn't get one for the Scuf controller. I didn't do that. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could, but it's another feature. Now let's talk about something that the Elite controller has that the Scuf controller does not have, which is the number 1 and 2 button, if you guys can see that. I talked about this in my last video about this 1 and 2. You just switch it to 2, or you switch to 1, and basically the 1 and 2 is different profiles, and the profiles are different mapping buttons on the back of your controller. So let's say this is like up on the D-pad, this could be X, this could be LB, like literally that's the different profiles. You can customize it the way you want on the Elite controller app, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't used the app in a while, so it's on your Xbox One. I believe I don't know if you need a controller to have the app, but they have an app where you can like customize this controller right here. So now I should say There is a Scuf key, or no, wait, no, it's not a Scuf key. It's a Scuf like magnetic remapping thing, and that's basically if you put it on the back of the controller, you get to remap any of these 4 buttons to any of the A, B, X, and Y buttons. So they do sell those, but you would have to buy it. And I didn't buy it because honestly, I like the way the controller already was. But if you didn't like that, I mean, with the Xbox Elite controller, literally it's all free. There's a free app, and you just do whatever button layout you want. You can put LB if you, on any of this if you wanted to. Like, I don't believe you can remap one of these buttons. I could be wrong. You could remap any of these buttons to like LB or RT, like any like that. Like, I don't think you can do that with this controller. But with this controller, I know you definitely can do that. You can do any button you want on any of these paddles, or you can change, honestly, you can change one of the D-pads if you wanted to. You can change like left on the D-pad to be A if you wanted to. Like, there's so many customizations you can do on this controller, like through the app. It's like insane. Okay, so next let's talk about the body itself. You could customize any color you want on the body of this controller. You can have this purple, blue, whatever, literally any color you want. You can literally have different colors everywhere. You can change like the top right here to a different color. You can change the body to like a different color, and there's also different like esports teams that they have. They sell, and you can like have like an Optic Gaming or Phase or Luminosity like controller, if that makes sense. You can change anything, any color, the way you want, anywhere, and yeah, basically anywhere. Now the Elite controller, you can't do that. Just like I said, just one price, one color, that's it. So let's talk about the grips on the back of the controller. On the Scuf's website, you could customize the grips if you wanted to. You can have no grips, you can have different types of grips. On the back, on these handles on here, I have the Scuf grips, I believe they're called. And they're like finger imprints on there. I think you guys can see that. So like my fingers rest on those. It's pretty nice, I like that. And then on the back side, I have this like rocky military kind of grip. You guys can see that. I got 2 grips. Honestly, you don't really need this. You can have, you don't need 2 like I have. I probably went overboard with the grips. But you can literally just have 1 grip, 2 grips, no grips, any one you want. And you can also have different color grips if you want to. Now with the back Xbox One Elite controller, there's only 1 grip. Like I said, there's no customization. It's honestly a nice grip. It's kind of like a rocky, bumpy, not like the Scuf controller, but this is like I don't know if you guys can see, it's like a rocky kind of grip. It's really nice. It's kind of like rubbery as well. Honestly, I like it. I mean, any type of grip is nice to me. So, I mean, some people may like this, some people may not. I mean, it's a grip. A grip is a grip, so it's better than having no grip and the controller being kind of slippery. So something I find really interesting between these 2 controllers is that the Scuf controller has the ability to have trigger stops. As you can see, a trigger stop is basically, it doesn't go down all the way, it goes probably like halfway. So I'm pushing down all the way, goes halfway. It helps with like Call of Duty, or makes you shoot fast. I get them. I play Call of Duty a lot, so I got them. And I can't really change it back, but they give you a key, and if you can see, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny hole where they give you a key, and you get to put your key inside the hole, and you can tune them and make it go down all the way. Honestly, I tried it. It's not easy, at least for me, to do it. I looked up YouTube videos and stuff, and it's not easy, basically. So I'm not really too big of a fan of that. Just in case, like, if I wanted to play a different game, that you have to put down the triggers all the way, so I can't use the controller 24/7. So I didn't really like that. But yeah, that's the trigger stop. But with the Xbox Elite controller, this is pretty cool because, as you can see, I have trigger stops enabled. But if I didn't want to, there's a switch, a green switch I just push up, and it goes down all the way, which is pretty cool. And they also have it on both sides, so you can have it for both. So both can go down all the way. Oh wait, no, I didn't do it. So both go down all the way. Or if you playing Call of Duty and you want to have trigger stops, boom, just like that. they go down they go halfway. So the last thing that we're going to talk about, and it's the main thing that everyone buys these types of controllers, is the paddles on the back on both of these. So the paddles are everything. This is what breaks or makes people's decisions about these two controllers, the Scuf controller paddles. Now, with these paddles, some people may like the way you press it. Maybe they like the click sound. As I talked about in previous videos with the Scuf controller, you do have to put down a decent amount of force to hit the controller. It's not super hard, but you know, you have to put an effort to squeeze the controllers in it. To be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of these inner paddles because my fingers, just the way my fingers are, my hand is, like, I can't really like feel comfortable and hit these paddles while like doing the A, B button. So I mainly press A and B, which is what I program to. You can program it to any way you want if you buy the key. So I wasn't too big of a fan. And also, if you guys saw my previous videos, I had problems because I played so much that the A paddle was not working for me anymore. Every time I clicked the button, it wasn't consistent. Like it wasn't working for me. So I didn't really like that. And I got it repaired, and it's still doing it again. So that's why I bought the Elite controller. Now this one, some people may not like this, but these paddles are super sensitive when you touch them. Like, it's not like a touch screen, like I said in my other video, but it's kind of like that, where you just like tap it and the button goes off. You hear that? Like I'm just tapping it. I'm not putting any force on it at all. But honestly, at first I was like, whoa, this is like super different for me. But you just gotta get used to it, in my opinion. Some people can. Maybe you don't really like that. Maybe you just like the Scuf controller, you like hitting it hard. Maybe it works for you. Maybe you just like the Scuf controllers more. But for me, I like the Elite controller a lot. And it's super sensitive, and also with when you hold the controller, it feels natural because here, let me show you. All my, I think I'm showing you, my fingers rest on these buttons right here. So like these two and then these two on the bottom. So like they all rest easily. So honestly, it's really nice for me because that's how I grip the controller, and my fingers they rest on the paddle. So it's super easy, and I trained myself to not move a lot and try to trigger these other paddles. So some people can't do that and they prefer this, and for me this feels only natural for these two buttons, but the inner paddles, they don't really feel natural for me. So like if I try to move my middle finger, like I can't see, I only use my middle finger for these paddles, and I can only hit 2 at a time. See, if I want to do like this one or this one, like only my middle fingers can do that. But with the Elite controller, all my fingers, well, not all of them, there's 4 fingers and 4 paddles, and they all have a purpose basically. So I like that, in my opinion. Some of you may not, with the sensitive paddles or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I explained pretty much everything on the controller. If you're curious, also I talked about this in the review video, but basically, since the paddles are so sensitive, if you lay it on a non-flat surface, the paddles will go off. And in order to prevent that, you can turn off the paddles by pressing the green button on the top of the controller twice, and it makes a vibrating sound, or it does a vibrating motion action thing, and it turns off the paddle, so none of these will work. And then if you want it to work, you just hit it twice again and it goes on. Also, between these two controllers, since there's no customization option, there is vibration on this. There is rumble packs in this, and you can't take them out unless you're really good at like breaking stuff apart and putting it back together. But as of this, just having the controller, there is no option to remove the rumble packs. But on the Scuf controllers, you can remove or put in rumble packs. They give you the option to do that, so that's cool. So honestly, I'm just used to it. I don't really like rumble packs, so I just turn them off in the game. It does make the controller heavy. This controller is way lighter. This controller is a lot more heavier, but honestly that doesn't bother me. It might bother some people. It's up to you, honestly. The left bumper, I don't know if you don't care about this. I know when Xbox controllers first came out, they were like kind of hard to press the left bumper and the right bumper, but on both of these controllers, it's super easy to press. I don't know if you care about that. Just letting you know. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So, like I said, there is no better controller than the other. Everyone has their own opinion. Some people may like the Scuf controller because it just feels more nicer and it's more comfortable for them. For me, I prefer the Elite controller over the Scuf controller, and that's just how I feel. I just feel more comfortable with the Elite controller, and I like what the Elite controller has to offer. So, if you haven't checked out my other videos, I recommend you do, because I made a review video, and then I made like another video on the Scuf controller. So hopefully you made your decision. If not, just watch other people's videos on these two controllers. That's what I do when I want to buy something I really like. I research a lot of it, and I find like which one's like the better price and which one's like has better features and stuff like that. So research, watch other people's videos. Hopefully this one you learned a couple things about these two controllers. So like I said, there is no better controller, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Up to you to decide whether you like one of these controllers or not. You may not like both of these controllers, and that's perfectly fine. You like maybe your regular default Xbox One controller. There's nothing wrong with that. But both of these controllers are for like the pro gamers, the elite gamers, who want to go to the next level, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.
Shadows in my room, can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I.
Oh wait. Oh, has it been out of focus this whole time? I swear to Bob, if it has, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, I'm gonna lose it if it was out of focus.